Hello, my sunflowers. How are you on this fine, fine morning? I hope you're having a glorious day as I am having. So, with no further ado, let's just get into it. The Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA. But before we get into this, I really want to talk about the Kenya Moore interview. But before I get into it, I felt like it was a cat and mouse.
It was.
It was like, it's going to be on here. It's going to be on there. And then I just got tired. I was like, you know what? I ain't following this. I don't know what this is all about. But I did. So, but what I did, because I am a Kenya Moore fan. And the reason why, because when I look back at Kenya Moore, I remember her with a bumpy face. She suffered with skin problems and how they, Nene used to tease her and stuff, and how she would just say, twirl, twirl. Like she ain't let nothing get her down. And she was there. She was a fire starter. She was a little firecracker. And no matter what went down, when she was with that boy, that young man, and he took and wrecked her house and took her. This woman has been from A to Z on this show. Yes. So to see her leave in such a sad way is pathetic, but nevertheless, I don't believe in coincidences. Sometimes when you don't know to leave, I tell you this all the time, life will leave you. In other words, if you don't leave, then life itself, the universe itself will push you out. It is just time for Kenya to go. Now, they tried to get rid of Kenya a few years ago, but she came back and she has a powerful support system. Although many don't like her, although a lot of people try to find fault with her, but that's with any of these people. You can look at Candy, you can look at Nene, you can look at Cherie, you can look at all of them. But this new group. So anyway, let me get into it. So when I listened to Kenya talking about what went down, yes, as I said, it is not revenge porn. Baby Crone and I looked it up. It is not. Revenge porn is, but you all know, but let me just say, revenge porn is if Baby Crone and I had an affair, God forbid she's my daughter, but she's not my daughter. She's a man right now. And we had sex and she took pictures and I allowed her, and to get even with me or to hurt me, she posts this. That's revenge. But when it's on the internet, now what I find is a lot of people don't want to accept that she looked it up on the internet. Now, maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But my mama said to me, when a person tell you something, believe them. So I have no reason to go against what she said. Now, maybe she found it from this girl or whatever. I don't know. She's taking full responsibility. So all I got to do, I got to believe what she said to me. Now, she done revealed some things, and the way it looked like she has severed because she exposed Bravo. But as you know, I said Bravo is racist. Andy Cohen can be racist. Racist in a sense of not saying I don't like you because of the color of your skin, but maybe don't like you. He seems to be more partial to more of the lighter skew of things. That's just what it seemed like over the years, or pretty privileged. Yep. That's just what it seems like to me. So to see her get up there and tell us the things that they did, it was designed to get rid of her. I am shocked that they didn't even know this about her. I am shocked that she had a pow pow and a wow wow because she had them whips. I am shocked that she got up there. I am shocked to know that she also went and told them, asked them, went to them, said to them, and they did nothing, and they fired her. No matter what you say, right is right and wrong is wrong. Baby Crone, speak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the situation with Kenya Moore and Bravo, I feel as though she's she's just expressing her side of the story, because as she even said in the confessional, everybody wants to talk about her, make up lies, profit off of her. So she's like, oh, excuse me.
You all right?
Yes, I sure
Need
did.
something to drink?
No, I'm good. She said, I'm going to tell you guys to come to the internet with my truth, to tell you guys what had happened, what happened behind the scenes. You know, she's I'm not sure if she's in good cahoots with Bravo, but she did say that Bravo has not invited her back for the next season. So,
or to a confessional, not even to the end of the show, which is bad for Bravo.
Yeah.
Because they should at least find a way. I know there are people who love Brit. I get it. But she's a liar. Mm-hmm. She's a liar, and she tried to blame Kenya for losing her license. She has no remorse. She came in, she saw, she wanted to take her down, but she didn't take Kenya down. Kenya took herself down because she allowed that wickedness, that wicked. When I say wicked is when you know you're doing something wrong, but you do it anyway. What she did was wicked. What Brit did was wickeder, because you threatened her with a pow, and knowing now they check her weeks later, as Kenya said, who's to say she didn't have it in her pocket?
Exactly.
That is some cold raw. They both should have been let go. But I would be shocked. But I tell you this, because the show must go on. If Brit is back, I will not be watching, not because of Kenya, but because of the unfairness of it all.
Yeah.
What about you, baby clown?
Yes, most definitely.
Because it's not fair. You get rid of your top. I wanted to see her and Portia. We waited so long with them. They've been enemies of the state for so long. Yes. And now this thing. But I understand this is Kenya. When you go low, Kenya go to hell. And she's always been like that. If you don't believe me, ask Portia. If you don't believe me, ask anybody who she got into it with. She don't back down. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact she lacks some kind of empathy towards women because of her mother. Now, I'm not a therapist. I'm just saying she lacks something. Mm-hmm. that it's like when you are a woman, I'm not saying she loves kids. I'm not talking about kids. What I'm saying, but when you are a woman and you come up against her, she has no buffer zone. Mm-mm. It's like she don't see you. It's like, I'm just out to get you. Like she's paying, like you gonna pay for what my mama did. That's what I see. So with that being said, I am glad that she got out to say what she had to say. Yes. I hope that she's done with it maybe another time or two. I hope they let her back on they don't have to let her back on the show, because I think her days are gone. Because how do you go back after being mistreated and humiliated like that? It just seems to me she's a beautiful woman. She can get a job. She's educated. She's smart. She ain't got to kiss Bravo's butt for nothing. Sometimes they just need to let it go and go on. Your days are up. It's time to move on. And if you can't see that, then I don't know what else to tell you. Sometimes we've been at a job so long, we just lost without it. Yes. But it isn't the job, because I know that's a headache job. It is the money that you miss. But you go on, Kenya. Go on, all of you who has left. You'll be fine. You got a name. You're famous. You're written in the Hall of Fame of life. When it comes down 20, 30 years ago from now, we will remember you. It's true. You are the first. We will never forget the Nenes and the Sherelle, and the Sheree and the Candies and all of them. They from all different shows, and the Kenyas. We won't forget you, but it's time to move on. I wouldn't take that job back unless they're going to pay me double for my troubles. Now, with that being said, do you have anything else to say? Let's just Let's just get into the season. Start us up, baby, with this episode number 7.
Yeah.
And they still talking about who?
Kenya.
Kenya. That's the impact she made. So that's a loss for Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope she don't go back. Only way I will go back, they would have to pay me double for my troubles. But I will not go back. I will not go back other than that. And it just seems to me they want her gone. Maybe because she was making what she said, $1.5 million, something like that.
The highest pay.
She was the highest paid. Sometimes jobs, I don't care any job, get rid of you because you just make too much money and they don't want to pay. So it's easy to bring in another group that is less than I ain't got to pay them now. I understand the reason in that. But Kenya, you made a name, baby girl. Go on. Your salon will do good. Keep praying, keep believing, keep speaking life, and keep doing it. Keep doing good services. It shall produce and it shall bring forth 100-fold if you believe it. Walk in faith and not by sight. Now, baby Crone, go ahead and start us off.
Okay, well, it actually started off with, weirdly enough, Brit shopping for a car with her husband.
Did you see her lift her leg up in the air? I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. And he said, put your leg down. House stuff. Yeah. Just house stuff.
Mm-hmm. And she even said in the confessional, she's like, why buy a car if you can't have sex in it?
Go ahead, baby.
Yes.
Where did they find these people? Where? Go ahead, baby. Mm-hmm. It cheapens the show. She just don't belong there. No. She don't, this ain't even, forget Kenya. Forget Kenya. I ain't not talking about Kenya no more unless she come up. Forget her. It's just that she don't fit. Don't fit. It's like she belong like on Baddies or Basketball Wives or some place like that. I ain't saying it in a negative, and I'm not saying she not good TV, but her content don't belong there. Mm-hmm. I look at them for their little cattiness and that. I look at RHOA for the cattiness, for the spats. I don't like it when it get real ugly because they supposed to be out elite, classy, rich women that we desire to be. Well, I don't desire to be not one of them, and I don't desire anything about them, but they are there for us to have someone to look up to, like the Beverly Hills and those sorts of things. So it is disturbing to see that Bravo has misjudged and caught this in with this tacky woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tacky. Ew. Go ahead, baby.
Speaking of which, she is trying to deny I'm sorry, I had to laugh at it. She's trying to deny the fact that she did not sell her body. She's just like, no, because she was talking to Drew, and Drew asked, did you make money off of selling your body? She was just like, no, I just showed off my body.
Just the way she flipped her leg high up in the air let me know she was selling puss. Hello?
Exactly.
She a pretty girl. She ain't ugly. Mm-mm. She know how to work it and jerk it. Okay. She know how to make that money. Mm-hmm. But the man she with, I wouldn't know about him. He attractive. I ain't gonna take that away from him. Yeah, but he just seemed like he's just, I don't know. He devoid of void. It's like the darkness of Satan, not Satan. What is it, baby? Come and messed up your life.
A black hole of negativity.
He's a black hole of negativity when you see them together. It's like he treats her. It's like maybe in the bedroom they are freaks, but in the world he treats her like a sty. He touch her. He act like she like ooh. He act like she stink. In my opinion, he act like I don't want nobody to know I'm married to you. But I guess behind the walls, he probably is a freak and they are freakadickies. I don't know. That's an old saying, but but I don't know. But I just can't take the way he treats her.
Yeah.
I can't take it. Mm-hmm. But she love it. My husband. Uh-huh. And she drags it.
She does.
How she say it?
Her husband.
My husband. But go ahead, you and your husband. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. But I tell you one thing, he don't like you acting like a hoe.
That's true.
That's true. Mm-hmm. And he know who you are. He know who you are. Just by the way he said, put your leg down. Mm-hmm. How dare, and another man. Stanky.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you seen it. Go ahead. And if you didn't, look back at it. Go ahead, baby Crone. What else you have?
Yes, and then lastly about Brit, she is complaining about Angela coming for her insurance company and her agency, and she's like, I am truly being affected. She's just trying to play the victim.
She's playing the victim and trying to blame everything that Kenya messed up her life. But her life was messed up when she walked on that show. She's a walking liar. She's a liar. Call it for what it is. Mm-hmm. She's a pretty liar. A pretty privileged liar.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what she is. And she been busted. My thing is, why would you come on national TV with all this gook all up in your closet, knowing a bone gonna fall out and knock you in the head? That don't make no sense to me. What make you think you're gonna get away with it? Girl, you should have never came for Kenya because she blew the lid on it. You would have been fine had you just left her alone.
Honestly.
Left her alone.
Yes.
But you had to go picking. And if they bring you back, I will not be back. And that's a promise.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't see how. But go ahead. But Bravo can be shady. I don't know. We'll see. But go ahead, baby Crone. Mm-hmm. What else you got?
Yes, moving on. I believe it was Portia, Kelly, Samia, and Cynthia had met up to have a little conversation. Now, this is yet again a second time that somebody has brought up the fact that Angela's husband, Charles, may be for the streets or might be seeing somebody on the side.
He look a little I'm not calling him a gangster. I'm just saying gangsterish. He looked like a thug, like somebody that will throw down, hold down, or whatever he got to do for $1. That's what I'm saying. Like he about money. That's what he looked like. Like he don't play. Mm-hmm. Like he don't play. And that wife of his, if they marry, that's like his piece of meat. And she bringing him in money. And you see he all up on the show with his hard face. But he's sexy though.
That is true.
I ain't gonna take no, he cute. Now you say what you want to say. And my eyeballs, he cute.
Yeah, he kept himself up.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm not sure if this is going to be something that's going to unfold throughout the season, if somebody's really going to finally bring it to the table that Angela, because at first Portia mentioned it. Now I believe it is Kelly that says that she's seen something. So it's the rumor on the street. I don't know. However, at this little get together, Drew, oh my God, where do I even begin with Drew? Cynthia calls out Portia for caring way more about Drew than she's letting on. She's telling everybody, I don't care about Drew. I mean, she really didn't. The only thing she wanted was for Drew not to bring Dennis onto the show.
And I don't think that's asking for too much.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not saying Drew is right. I'm not saying Drew is wrong. But I'm just saying for the sake of peace. You already made music with them. When you stayed back because you were so heartbroken, but you at the man's bar. I can't judge you for that. But just as working together,
yes.
Can we have some camaraderie? Can we work together? I don't have to do that. I can let that go. But Dennis is so eager to be on camera because we know Dennis. Dennis is famous too. That show made Dennis famous.
That's true.
Okay, so I get it. But this, let me skip. When Portia said she believed that Drew gave him a BJ because that's what he looks for the women. Well, I was fit to be tied.
Yes, we learned something new.
She said he loves that. Now that was a lot of information if you ask me.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't need to imagine that. However, speaking of Drew and her divorce, she doesn't want the files to be released to the public.
Because Drew's hiding something.
She's definitely hiding something.
It ain't got nothing to do with them kids. She is livid, shook, and shaking, and he know it. And he said, you can say anything you want to say about me. And I believe he is paying all the bills.
Yes.
Why? Because Drew never said he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She never, after divorce, she never said he didn't pay. He said, I'm paying all the bills. I believe that.
Yes.
I believe it. Now, like she said, he's not delivering all of his, how he making his money. Okay. But I like what his lawyer said. She can't kick you out the house. And I don't understand anyway, these women, why do you want houses you can't afford? That don't make sense to me.
To live up a lifestyle.
So you're living in, and I get it. A lot of people feel, but for me, I got no rat in the race. I really don't care. I mean, I like Drew. I could take her or leave her because to me, Drew is a social climber.
Yes, she is.
I don't know, something about her character that's shiesty to me.
It is.
So I don't hate her, but I don't love her all at the same time. I think she's good for the show for now. And I like her fashion. I like what she's bringing. But all at the same time, I like that she defended Kenya. I like that. And I like that she confronted Brit. I like that. And when Brit was talking, you could tell she ain't believe not too much what Brit was saying.
Exactly.
So you could tell that. But I like the loyalty there. And I like the, but also I think that Angela was wrong to invite her to the party.
Yes, it was.
That's rude. But I still like Angela, though.
Yeah, I still like Angela, though.
So far, I like her. And even though she's in some crutball stuff herself, she's covering it up real well.
She is.
And she seemed like, go ahead, bring it out. I'm ready.
Yep, she is. She's definitely
She's like, bring it out. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it. But not you. She's in the car. I want to know what's on it. She said it's going to be the records. It's in the record. What did you do, Drew?
Yes, Drew.
She said we both did things. Now it's we both done things. Drew, what did you do? What did you do? Drew. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was feeling some type of way at the very beginning of the season when she was talking about how she's only going to communicate with him through this group chat that is supervised by the court. So that way, if anything goes down and wrong, she has paper proof for it. I'm like, okay, Drew. I'm like, what do you need a paper trail for? Anyway, moving on. Oh, yes, speaking of divorces, it's actually nice to see Portia and Cynthia talk to each other.
Yeah, that was nice. But they were always kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, Portia's just still going on about her divorce and how hard it is. But she...
I don't feel sorry for her. I really don't. I like her on the show. I like her, but she's not standing out like that. But she's giving face. She's giving, what is it? What she said? Hair, face.
Censorship on YouTube.
And booty. She's giving it. She's giving it. And she's giving that. And I like that. And I like that she's more mellow at this point. I don't know how it's going to turn out because it looked like it's about to get raunchy.
Yes.
But I like her on the show. I don't want to hear about her marriage because of the way you got that man, and the way you get him is the way you lose him. And I think a lot of things she say, it's just like a little humbug. I'm not really interested. So I'm more interested in her. I'm more interested in her, Drew, and Dennis saga than that, because she is livid with her. And did not Drew show up?
Yes, Drew showed up.
I would have never after being
this hooker bar, because it was so stressful at the courthouse and dealing with Ralph. She's like, oh, I just need to go probably see Dennis, get a little bit high, and then dip to go see
give a BJ.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think that there may be a little something going on. Whether it is, whether it isn't, I don't know. But she's beyond grateful to me. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. And Dennis, he was a catch until he got a big gut on him. Ooh. So if you like that sort of thing, sorry for those that like men with big stomachs.
It just so happens when they get older in age.
No, they just let it go. They just let themselves go. But go ahead, baby Crone.
Yes. Also, Portia, speaking of which, is celebrating her birthday Beyonce style in Nashville. Everyone's pulling out Cowboy Carter this year.
I thought they looked good riding the bull. I thought everything was wonderful.
Mhm.
I'm glad that Portia really confronted Angela about Drew. She said it was okay, but Angela shouldn't have did that. That's just not cool. How do you invite somebody else to somebody else's birthday party?
Yes.
I don't like that, but that's okay. I still feeling Angela right now, even though she seems out to be that she's a hustler, baby, and that she lies. It's okay because she looks like it. It appears to be that she's willing to deal with whatever falls down on her. And I respect that. I respect the hustle. I don't respect the lies or deceit, but I respect her hustle for whatever reason. But as far as Drew coming, I don't even know why Drew came. She should have followed her sixth sense and said, this is not where I belong.
Well, you know, it was for that check.
You're right. Camera time. Camera time. Yes. You're right.
And she, like you said, gonna climb to the top. So any opportunity, I don't care if I'm gonna have some drama, I'm still coming.
Right.
And then, you know what? You're so right because.
And then she put Drew down in that room.
Yeah, she did put Drew down in that room
in the basement. No, not in the basement, but with the twin beds on top.
Yeah. And said Drew had 2 bits to herself. I gave her.
She shouldn't have came.
No, she shouldn't.
You should never come when you know you done did somebody wrong. That's just etiquette. Yeah. But she want that camera time.
Yeah, she wants that camera time.
Because without the camera, you don't get paid for that. I guess. I don't know how they work, but go ahead, baby.
Yes. I just want to quick. I thought I was done with Brit, but I just want to bring back myself.
I'm going to step up for a minute. Go ahead. Keep it going.
I'm going to bring it back to Kelly because I do like the fact that Kelly is truly being an authentic friend and she's trying to be there and support Brit along the way, even down to the fact that somehow Brit is on the TV show, but she doesn't have the funds to get a stylist. So therefore, Kelly shared her stylist with Brit, so that way Brit wouldn't feel left out and won't feel maybe as glamorous as the rest of the women.
It just seemed like Brit is like deceitful with everything she had. She seemed very, very thirsty. I mean, you driving around, what was that, a Maserati or what, a Rolls Royce, and you can't afford it's just phony. Anyway, I don't want to talk about her. Go ahead on. But they look like they had fun when they was riding the bull and they was falling off. But my girl, what's her name? Shamir. She hung in there with the best seconds. Of them. And so, like I said, I just think that we got to air it out, clean it up a little bit. And maybe the show would do good.
Yeah, it did.
And I like the camaraderie,
camaraderie.
The camaraderie of the older women with the younger women. I like that. Yes. And one of my favorites right now is Kelly.
Yes, I do enjoy.
I think she's authentic. I think she puts her life out there. I really like Kelly. I really like her. She's up there with my best right now, along with Portia, because I do like Portia. I just like me some Portia. I just don't like her storyline with her husband.
Yes.
But I like Portia. I like seeing her. I think I just like her. And plus, she's so pretty to me. And I like her. She's one of the most prettiest women to me in the world. You know, one. Like if you had 10 women, she's ranking up there for me. Her face.
Yes, the face.
I love her. But what else can I say?
Just the fact that with this, I was going to say that even though Kenya presence is missed, and it almost feels bittersweet to not see her around because the ladies seem to have moved on.
No, it don't.
I mean, yes,
it seems that they're trying to. They haven't moved on. It's not the last conversation. Brit is still bitter.
She is.
I don't get it because this is somebody to me who's not. You're trying to blame Kenya for the lies that you brought on that show, and that's not cool. But you have been revealed, sis, and I don't know what Bravo going to do about you. But if they bring you back, I tell you, no matter what, I will not watch that show as long as that woman is on there because. Excuse me, because I think it was unfair. You got rid of one, you should have got rid of both. And that's all I'm saying. It's unfair. And I cannot watch a show if you're not going to be fair.
Yes. I would like to say I don't think gone to film the reunion yet.
I hope they bring Kenya, but if they don't, oh well, oh smell. You made your bed, you lay in it, Kenya. You know you my girl. Hey, you went too low, but sometimes that's how we learn. We learn by trial and error, and I bet you'll think twice before you sink low again.
Yes.
And maybe you've been doing it for years, and sometimes when you don't listen, life have a way of coming in and teaching you life lesson. So you learn a life lesson, and I hope you're better for it.
Yes.
What else?
That's pretty much it. Sorry.
That's it. What you fumbling with?
The sunflower wasn't in frame.
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, no, just about the reunion before we cut it up. Wrap it up. I mean, I just hope that at this reunion, if they haven't filmed it yet, that now that the media has had its
field day.
Yeah, field day with the Brit, Edie, and Kenya Moore situation, that when it comes time for the reunion, they can hopefully grill and talk to Brit and really try
get into who she is. She just seemed like she come from a different walk of life,
yes,
a life
definitely.
that I'm not familiar with. She seemed like she's from the streets. You know, I don't know women that walk around with pistols. I don't come from that or need to have one. What kind of life you need that you have to walk around with that? That's just me. I don't know about that. And I believe that night, I believe she had a pistol.
For real.
Can I say the word pistol?
I think so.
I believe she had one. I do. I really believe she had a pow on her. I do. But they never checked her, just like Kenya said. And then you check her weeks later, like she going to keep it in there like an idiot. No, I truly believe she did. And I feel as though Kenya had every right to feel afraid. Yes. And I'm glad that Kenya cleared it up and said, I went immediately to get help.
Yep.
And there was none to be had. And shame on Bravo for that.
Yes.
So it seems to me they wanted her off the show. They got her off the show. And if they hired Brit to do that, then Brit's job is well done.
Yes.
Then she did what she came to do. And with the rest of the crew and the rest of the girls, I think I like it. I'm glad that Cynthia is not in it all the time, that she's in it like she's in it. Like, I don't want to see her because she look a little old to me.
Yeah.
She look a little dated. To me, don't judge me. And I love Cynthia.
Yeah, she's
but
like
she
right
look,
up there with Angela's age.
Yeah, but she look older. Like
she do.
She just look fat. Not fat, but thick. She just
Yeah.
She fit where she fit. You know, and it's wonderful. And she looks fabulous. She looks fabulous for a woman of her age.
Yeah.
But I'm saying she looks fabulous. She looks good. I'm talking about Cynthia. But it just seems like she looked, with the rest of the women, she looked like she could be somebody's mother. You know?
True.
Now, Angela don't look like that.
No.
Angela look like she could be a mother, but a mother of a small child. Now, these are not young girls either. They in their 40s or 50s. I don't know. But they're not, 160. Yeah. They're not old, so I like the age ranges that they do. I like it. I really think I could get in the show, but Brit's gotta go. It's just because as long as Brit there, I won't forget Kenya.
Exactly.
And for that reason, she got to go. And I don't think it's nothing that they could do that can change that for me. And last, what do I have to say? It's good to see them partying. It's good to see that Portia has grown up. Portia is not the whiny little girl. It's just good to see her, how she's willing to make amends so far. Because we know that Portia can pop.
Yep,
and pop off and fight in a minute. Don't rubber. Remember, she'll tell you, you don't want none of this, and you don't want Portia. So I'm just missing what could have been, but what could have been is in the past. And so now I have to look forward to what is. And I'm looking forward to seeing Angela. I'm looking forward to see when the records are open.
Yeah.
I want to know what they got on Drew that got her tangled. It's my kids. It's my kids. I'm going to tell you what my mother said. I don't believe it. You're lying to mink and your butt stink. I don't believe it. It's something in those records that she don't want out about her character. And her husband, although you don't like him, many don't like him. I don't get into marriage people's situations. Why? Because I know it's two sides to every story.
Yes.
You wouldn't have never married him if it wasn't. Mm-hmm. So this is a marriage that just gone bad. However, how bad it is, it just seems to me, Drew still want to say, in the future, we can have a relationship. Long as you don't open up them records. And I love the fact that his lawyer, what's his name? Ralph lawyer said, we're going in there and we got that. I'm glad, because it should be justice for both. We are not in their marriage. We only know one side. And I choose not to choose until the records and everything has been revealed. Because I know this woman loved this man. And I know that it's been on both sides. And Drew alone has shown me that she is, what do you call those people, a climber? A social climber.
Yep.
And that ain't got nothing to do with her husband, because when she was working with Candy, even they had a little sniffle. Yep. So I know Drew will do anything to get to the top. And so if that means she getting over on her husband, do I believe he paying them bills? Somebody paying them. She's not. She never said he wasn't.
That's true.
Man, she got mad because he wouldn't. He said, can't you pay the
exterminator?
I mean, I would have did that, but just to keep peace. But nevertheless, exactly. I think the show got some goodness about it. I think it needs a little bit of purging, but I like it. I like Angela. I like, one of my girls right now ranking up there for me is Kelly. Yes. It's Portia. I like Shamia. I think that she's a little gullible when it comes down to Portia, and she's a little gullible sometimes when she tries to play that airiness. I don't like that about her, but I like her. She can stick around for a while. Let me get to know her. Yeah. I like her because I like what she brings to I like what she brings. Mm-hmm. And it's sad to see that her and Portia is not right, because when they were sitting at the table an episode ago and she said, that's not you singing, I would have been offended. And that would have put the nail in the coffin for me, because I've been done said F you or something. Mm-hmm. I don't like to use profanity. Every now and then I will, but that's just not my judge. But you can read without using profanity. But I would have had to say F you, because you know what? That's mean. I would have had to check Portia on that. For real. But that's me. So other than that, I thought it was a pretty decent episode. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to next week, because I don't know what happened that set something on fire, but we need some fire, and we need to get focused and get off of Kenya. Not in a bad way, but Kenya is no longer part of the show. True. So the show must go on. What do you have to say?
Yes, and with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this show about Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's that Sweet 16, as they call it, because it's their 16th season.
Yeah, the Sweet 16. And I hope that it delivers. I'm looking forward for some excitement. And this is our commentary. We don't go step by step. We just give you our opinions on the parts that we are highlighting. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope that if you like it, please give us a thumbs up, please. We need your help. It means a lot to us. We hope you like our thoughts. We hope you enjoy our commentary in the show. So just two women chit-chatting and letting you know how we feel. And you know what we say to that? You know what we say? Sunflowers.